Hi everyone, JUSTPADRIDE Snowboard channel here. My name is Lars Horstman and tomorrow it's opening day here at Fernie Alpine Resort. So I got to get rid of all that storage wax on every single one of my snowboards. Quick video here on scraping boards, brushing boards, and also on how to keep your scraper sharp. Alright, before we start scraping, we're going to sharpen our scraper. And if you don't have any kind of fancy gadget tool to do that, then all you need is a piece of sandpaper, maybe something around 120 or 150 grit, and a block cut off a 2x4. So you just put the sandpaper down, set your 2x4 on it, take your scraper, hold it against the 2x4 with a bit of downwards pressure, and there you go. And if you don't wait too long while you scrape, it doesn't really take that much effort and time to keep this thing sharp. If you want to spend more money, there's always a way to do that. There's a scraper sharpener. I mounted mine to the wall. It can also go on a workbench. Got a file, pop that in there, and then here you go. If you go down the route of getting one of these fancy scraper sharpeners, be aware that the coarse file sometimes leaves a bit of a dent here or a bit of a scratch in the edge of your scraper, and in that case you would need the sandpaper option anyways to just make sure you don't have any sharp edges that you then transfer into the base of your board. That would really suck. So that's tip number one. Alright, glasses are on, scrapers are sharp, let's go. You start tip to tail, hold your scraper like this. You're scraping with this edge. With a nice sharp scraper, this is pretty effortless. You always want to push into the center of your scraper with your thumbs, but don't overdo it. You don't want to really flex this blade. You can actually damage your base with a scraper, so always be a little careful there. Make sure you scrape everything off and then run your hand over the base. If you feel any kind of dullness, there's still wax. I can actually feel this through my glove. Right here, there's still wax. See that? Also, don't forget to scrape the wax off your edges. Normally scrapers have this little notch here, and you can basically just, hope you can see this now, place this notch on the edge and just go like this and get the wax off. In this case there is no wax on the edges because I scraped that off after applying the storage wax, but this is a step that you normally would do before brushing. Same thing for brushing, it goes tip to tail, and I use a nylon brush followed by a horsehair brush. I don't own one of those fancy roto brushes that connects to a drill. So basically just do even passes with quite a bit of pressure and brush out your base. Why do you do that? If your board has a structure, as in grooves, length grooves in the base, this structure is to transport water. So the science is you're not gliding on snow. You actually your friction causes a very thin layer of snow to melt, and you're actually gliding on a very thin film of water. If you didn't have a structure in your base at all, that would cause suction. So the structure in your base, the coarser it is, the more water it can transport, and the faster you will glide in wet snow conditions. So that is spring. Normally boards like Capita, K2, Stranda, most of them come with like a mild structure in the base. They'll just help you to glide faster, and that structure needs to be free of wax, because if you clog it up, it's basically like having no structure. Horsehair brush is not essential. We are not racing, we're just, you know, enjoying the ski hill. But the horsehair brush gets even more wax out of your base. It's finer, and you can see maybe in the video here, although I just did a brush with the nylon brush, there's still some fine dust coming off the board. All right. And that's all you need to do. Ready to rock.